Well, welcome to our first official episode as of North Roads, the North Roads podcast. As I say that, Kirk walks away. Very good,
Hi,
Kirk.
everyone.
So we basically this is episode 1A. We did an episode 2 weeks ago. Kind of went through a process of trying to figure out what the heck we want to do. We figured that it's going to be very loose, and we don't give a
Peace.
crap as to how many people watch it or listen to it. We'll throw this one up on YouTube. Maybe we'll throw one up sometime down the road if maybe somebody's looking at how to start a podcast. But we used some AI and just went through some questions that Kirk and I answered. So here we are, our first official one, Kirk.
Here we go.
What do you have to say for yourself?
Not a whole lot right now.
No.
What? Happy to be here. Happy I can be here.
Well, good, Kirk.
Yeah.
So Kirk and I decided that we're going to talk about different topics, but for this first one, we really haven't been in touch on a regular, ongoing, recurring basis in quite some time. So we're going to take this opportunity to get caught up.
Like, where do you want to start? About kind of when we sort of lost?
Well, yeah, that's so okay. What are we going back to when we were?
Well, I'd say that we lost touch when basically, because I didn't go to the big New Year's Eve party you had at the hall. Because Linda and I had just broke up. She went instead of me.
Okay.
And then I think that's kind of just not out of malice or anything like that. I think that's just kind of where we kind of stopped.
Whoa. Who are you talking out of malice?
Malice. Like, I'm not saying that we stopped keeping in touch because of that or anything, because I didn't go to the New Year's Eve party. She did.
Oh, well, you're wrong.
I think that's kind of where it
I
kind
cut
of
you out right then.
stopped, don't you think, though? For a long time?
Well, at that time, then that was, I don't even know what year that was. Well, yeah, Kirk, because did we
It's
not
the
go
start
to
of a year that, for sure.
What's that?
It was the start of a year.
Yeah, I just don't know what year that was. But did we not go to the seventh game of Toronto Detroit playoff game?
Yeah, we stayed at the Rensen.
Was that Linda?
Yeah, and the short, dark-haired girl, like short, dark hair. She wasn't that short.
She was short, or her hair was short?
No, her hair, dark, short hair.
Rhonda?
I think so.
Okay, so yeah, and it just happens, right? Like we got different lives, and so if
Absolutely.
you broke up with Linda, and then she went to the New Year's Eve party.
Yeah, and I didn't, because it was ready. I don't know when around then, whatever month that was that it happened. But so I said, let her go instead of me, instead of both of us.
You missed a good party.
I know. Of course I did. Would have been better if I was there too. Huh?
Yeah. We judged that.
I probably would have puked. But that's
Okay,
kind
so
of where I think that's kind of where we started. But we kind of did because of Pete, because Pete and I always kind of kept in touch, golfing or whatever and stuff.
Yeah.
And then you guys kind of always did your families, so that helped.
Yeah, so
But
that
for a long time,
was probably around 1994. You know that?
So it would have been, yeah, because um, yeah, because it would have been, I know, before 97, because in 97, I was at, frickin' Navistar. So yeah, 94 sounds about right. And then
Well, either
around,
94 or 95 because the Hall of
yeah.
Fame opened in June of 93, and it would either been the first year we were open or the second year.
Yeah.
Um, and I probably have some way of finding that out. I actually I'm doing a timeline of my life. Just I'll find that out at some time. So if you think that was when we kind of started
I'm
doing some,
losing you. I'm
you're
losing
losing
you
me.
volume wise. Yeah, I'm losing you.
Okay.
You're cracking up.
That there's not much we can do about that, bud. How's your internet?
It can be bad sometimes.
Yeah. Um, I'm on a lot of Zoom calls and stuff.
All right.
Mine's pretty good. Like I got a gig coming in. So yeah, that's life life of the internet.
So you're doing a timeline of your life. That's cool.
Yeah, just to
I can help you out with it.
what's that?
I can help you out with that
Can you?
in case you forgot stuff.
Okay. Right. Good. I will let you know. I
which,
just started it. Just kind of.
which maybe that'll be a bad thing that you forget timelines with me.
Well, this will help, and in the process, I got some different things that I'll go through. Like I was just kind of tracking some hockey stuff, and I got a bunch of yearbooks and stuff, just figuring out how old I was that when I played at certain age group, all that. Well, certain age group, but Pee Wee, what's that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't.
Uh, they don't call it that anymore. It's but so okay, so roughly 94, 95, and then you were working at Navistar. Like, is that how you met Linda?
97. I started at Navistar in 97, but only 3 years. Before that, I was doing sheet metal. But when
With
we
what
were really
company?
hanging out, I was at Ben Iron.
Van Iron, yeah. And so that when we were hanging out probably was like, well, I was done high school in 85. Um, so it
Yeah,
would have been like 87 to 90 kind of thing
yeah,
when we were big into the slow pitch and all that, eh?
yeah, yeah. But
Okay,
it
so
wasn't until Wiener brought me to your place there because then we hung out in Waterloo a lot too,
yeah.
right? We probably hung out more in Waterloo than we did in Dresden.
Okay, so that was 1987, 86, 87, I think. And who was your buddy that lived in like Niagara? Do you remember that when we took a road trip?
To his farmhouse, got the big farm breakfast and all that. Were you at that?
No, no, this was like
No.
in Niagara or St. Catharines or something like that. Uh, we went on a weekend. Um, I think your brother-in-law was there. Is it your brother-in-law? Is it your brother-in-law that golfed?
Mike Stevens. Yeah.
Is it Mike?
He
Didn't
golfed in, like, you would have met him in, like when you golfed the Scott Pond Open.
Yeah, I think maybe we were partners. I think maybe we won one year.
Yes.
And
Or
then you never invited me back again.
no, I kept inviting you, but you had basketball. You always had basketball,
Oh,
brother.
it's kid stuff, eh?
I know. I know. I had it with dance, and it was always all weekends. But yeah, so, and my brother in law was there. We were golfing. Why'd we go?
No, I think
Oh,
that no, that no, no, no. I just mean that turned into No, I'm like, was it your brother and I that were partners and we won it? The Scott
My
Pond?
my brother-in-law? No, no. You were with. So the first year you were with me, and I think we both missed like a 2.5 foot putt to tie. Peck and Greg. I think Peck and Greg ended up winning.
Okay.
Anyway, then the next year you might have won with um yeah, you might have won with Mike. You know that? You might have.
I think it was.
I can't remember. But
And
what are you talking who are you talking about, the buddy in St. Catharines or
uh, I don't know. We went someplace and we stayed the weekend, and it was quite the experience. There's a lot of guys. Like there's probably like it was probably me and you and Pete and at least one other guy. Um,
but not my why'd you bring up my brother-in-law though?
I thought he was there,
Oh.
but hey, it's completely vague to me, Kirky.
Like was it a cottage or a house or
The house. It was a house that I think this guy lived in by himself or with a roommate or something that was there, and we just hunkered down for the weekend, and we're pretty much in that house the whole weekend.
okay, I can't remember what you're talking about.
All right then. Just another. So you came here one day out of the blue with Pete, and you were getting a driver from Greg because Greg
Yes.
just lives down the street from me, eh?
Yeah, yeah.
And so we had played in that golf tournament, and then this was after, and so I know Greg, but I'm not, and Jamie and Jamie and Kevin and Brad,
Brad.
um, but I know Brad the best out of all of them, but it was this year, uh, me and Rue and Pete were playing in and another guy that works through Bobby Clark. Remember him?
Yeah.
So we were playing in a tournament of like Rue was he was involved in it, and it was at Glen Abbey. And then after the tournament, the reception thing, lunch was at a bar in Mississauga. So Bobby had to go back to work, and so Rue and Pete and I went to Mississauga, this bar, and then it was packed, and so we went into the back far room and like just kind of opened up in this fairly, it was a pretty large room, but well, just at the back of the bar. There's a long table, and just people were just finding someplace to sit, so you get your lunch and you got a free beer or whatever. So we're sitting there, and this guy comes and he ends up sitting beside me. It's on like a kind of like a big high picnic table style thing, and so I'm looking at him and like, and then finally like Rue and Pete are sitting on the other side, and I said, hey, I think that's Greg Martin from Dresden, Chad, and Pete looks and goes, I think that is, and so Pete started talking to him, and so then Jamie was with him.
Right.
But Jamie was out getting his lunch or beer or whatever, and so he came in. So we talked to them there. We ate lunch and we sat right beside them, and so it was kind of ironic that here we are in Mississauga after this big tournament. It was a Club Link guy that he puts it on every year, and then here's Greg and Jamie Martin, and so okay, that was that day. Then it was like probably 3 days later, I was walking. So I'm walking early morning. I got earplugs in, probably my hood up, and I'm walking through this pathway that goes to the Catholic high school. And I'm walking down there and I see a couple coming up and they're walking a dog, and like I'm bolting, and I got something going on in my head, and I always say good morning and said good morning, but I got by them and like it was Greg and his wife walking their dog. Okay. So then like 2 days later, and when this was in October, so it was a late golf tournament, because in October I play in this annual golf tournament called the Pumpkin Open in Exeter, Ontario, and it's always cold and rainy. Well, this was my third year playing in a row. Last year was cold and rainy. The first year is actually unseasonably hot. But anyway, so I'm going to Golf Town on like a Friday morning to get like a toque and maybe some winter gloves or something like that. And so I cut in front of this guy. I knew the guy was there, but I was walking faster, and I cut in front of him, or like he was coming from the parking lot, and I go in, and then he comes and goes, hey, and I look and it's Greg again. Like I saw him 3 times within like a week, and he was going to Florida golfing for a week on that Sunday. But again, he lives, as you know, he lives right down the road from me. So I walk when I don't walk as much in the winter because of, well, for obvious reasons. But I walk by his house like probably 4 times a week.
That's funny. But you used to hang around him a lot. Like when any partying we did in Waterloo, a lot of that would have been with Greg. Greg and John Lee and his wife now. He married Chris, right? You knew that, I think. Do you remember Chris? Her dad was like a music executive for high up for Canada Records or something. Chris, remember her? Roommates with Kathy and all them.
With Kathy Lee.
John's girlfriend.
Hey?
Yeah, well, he ended up marrying her. I think Chris? They were going out when you were partying with them.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we did end up having like kind of that was a. So then you were down there quite a bit. That was cool. That was 1986.
They're in London now. I don't know where Kathy or anyone else is.
Yeah, okay, and but that was so long ago that like.
I know it was fun though.
It was fun. We had a blast. And then
but this guy to St. Catherine's thing that I don't know. That one's getting me. You, me, and Pete.
I think so.
And this guy.
I think so. Yeah.
St. Catherine's, you think?
I don't know. I just remember Niagara area, and it kind of then later on thinking of like, you know, because so much of our lives over the last number of years have revolved around St. Catherine's. I thought, hey, I remember that time. And Kirk, there is the possibility that it could have been somebody totally different, hey?
Right? Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like some other friend of mine but I'm sure it could, who knows? It could have been. But that's the thing, man. Like, hey?
Not Todd Liddy.
No.
Okay. He is more Burlington and Toronto.
It might have been a different buddy of mine.
Okay.
Sorry for that. That's the thing, and that's why I was kind of thinking it'd be cool just to talk about the different times, you know, reminisce and all that.
Exactly,
but,
because of what our timeline of kind of when we kind of lost touch, but we always kind of saw each other. Like, remember that time we went to Horn's cousin's island?
Oh, yeah.
Remember, and you had to take the boat out, but I don't think the cousin was there until a day or two later or something, or he was there and then left. Remember, I had to dive down and get your sunglasses.
Okay, yeah.
Dropped them off the end of the dock, and it was like about 15 feet, and Horn tried and couldn't do her, and old Kirky got down there and got them for you.
Was that the time that we rented the jet ski and damaged it?
No.
Okay.
No jet ski. We might have done some skiing. I think we did some water skiing, but no.
On what boat?
His uncle's or cousin.
His cousin. Did we not? I thought we just went in on a tinny.
we did just go in on a tinny, but he has a ski boat parked there at the
Oh,
dock.
did he?
I think
Okay.
so. Because
Okay. So
I seem to recall being in that lake in a power boat, and I thought that was. I'm pretty sure we had a boat.
now, who else was there with
Horn,
us? Me, you,
Horn,
Tim,
obviously. Pete,
Pete.
Guy. Thought maybe yeah. Rue maybe. No.
And
Paul. Paul maybe. Because I think we golfed too, right? Didn't we?
I see. I vaguely remember going. I remember going up there like 3 or 4 times.
I only
Because
went once.
we damaged a jet ski one time. One time, me and Tim and Renee and Kelly went. So then there with you another time. Like one time, Ches had that's his cousin. He had a bunch of people there that were doing different things. Like he had one guy was cooking. He was a chef, and we were like putting in a walkway, one like and just doing work there. And like so, he was there the whole weekend. So that tells me it wasn't this time.
No, the
Like, do
time
you
we
remember?
went, no one was married yet. Time we all went, no one was married or anything. I don't
Okay,
even think
okay.
Tim was married.
Oh, and Tim was married pretty young.
Well, maybe he was. Yeah, he might have been.
How about the Combo Cup? Remember that?
Well, was that Tim's?
Yeah. Tim's house on Mooney Street in
Yeah, yeah,
Dresden.
yeah. Frickin'
And
Rue.
Rocky was running the outside of the back lawn, running right over your chest every time.
Just heaving. Just heaving. And again, choked on a really short putt where Tim and I would have took Gee and somebody else for a shit ton of skins. And of course, I missed like a fucking 2 foot putt.
I'm pretty sure me and Johnny Kirkwood won the golf part of it.
Yeah, you sandbagged that one. You're way in
Yeah,
there.
he was a pro at Dundas.
Yeah.
He,
I remember
and
meeting
like
him because I played there twice, I think. Yeah, twice.
Dundas, oh yeah, I remember
No,
that.
maybe 4 times, but I definitely played like in 2 member things.
Yeah,
Two
I remember the
tournaments.
member guest that
Two
we went
tournaments.
down to Niagara.
2 member guests.
Okay, you remember the one we went down to Niagara?
Yeah. That was the second one or the first one? Oh, we went to his house the first one. We were with the skins and he was telling us the idea about fins and skins.
And he started that, eh?
And then it ended up like being, yeah, that was cool. We were riding
And then
around in
did
Bilbo.
then I think he ended up getting caught like cheating in fishing competitions.
I think that was already had been happened.
Okay.
That had already happened, I think. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. He's a good guy. They were
Oh yeah,
both
no,
both
that was
good
fun.
guys. That guy was crazy as shit, high energy, but he was a good
The
guy.
Ferrari guy.
So there were some other guys we met there too that were okay, but we didn't end up doing anything with them because we ended up going in the limo with this guy.
Yeah, it was good times. Now, okay, so
It
that would
was.
have been
But so I met
there you
that
go.
guy a few times before he ever come to Chatham.
Oh, the pro,
Yeah,
Johnny.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Um, when would that have been? Uh,
Well, that would have been like how long were you a member there?
that's what I was trying to figure out when I became a member there. But we're probably what did I say 94 or 95 that we had that uh, New Year's Eve bash. Um, so yeah, it would probably be. It was probably
2000s,
probably right around there, 93, 94. I remember there for 5 years, I think. Yeah. So we're talking mid 90s when we lost touch, kind. And then, so what did you do? So you worked at Navy for 3 years, like you say, start in 97,
Yeah.
and then when did you get married?
2003.
2003. And yeah, so we got married in 96, and then had Jag in 2002 and Dakota in 2004.
No, 2002. Sorry, 2002. Sorry.
2002.
Because Carson just turned 23.
She just turned 23.
Yeah.
What, in December?
January 10.
In January. So she's a 2003 baby then.
Yeah.
Okay. And so and that like is, well, in 2002. So we
And
were
what
having
year
kids at
for
the same
you?
time. Pardon?
What year did you get married?
96.
Okay. Was it a
So
good wedding?
you hey? You were at our you weren't at our wedding, correct?
See, that's how our friendship's kind of weird, eh? Not weird, but you know what I mean? How we kind of lost touch, but even though when we see each other, it's like we saw each other last week. But I
Yeah, and like,
go to your wedding.
but
But you came
what's
to
that?
mine. You came to
What's
mine.
that?
You came to mine.
I don't think I went to your wedding.
You did. Kelly was not having good pregnancy, so you brought Guy.
No shit. Where was it at? See, I don't even remember that.
Was in oh, what's that little town there between Dresden and Bothwell? There's a big hall there.
Florence?
Yeah, it was in Florence
I
in
do.
that big
Okay,
hall.
okay.
Remember, and it was casual dress like you're
Yeah,
in the islands because we got married in
yeah.
Jamaica and we showed the video and
So yeah, so
yeah,
I do
Kelly was
remember
having a
that.
crappy pregnancy. Pete and Martha was pregnant too, but she's there. Pete, Martha, and yeah, it was a good party.
So okay, you got married in 2002.
Yeah.
So well, okay, yeah. So what? It's in the summertime, yeah.
Well, we got married in Jamaica on April 16th.
Okay,
And then, like, I think actually it was Shelby's birthday. On May 27th, we had the reception in Florence. And we had
okay,
the video of the wedding. Yeah.
gotcha. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, and
Shelby
like,
was
yeah, because
turning
so
five.
what's that?
Shelby was turning 5,
Okay,
I believe.
yeah, Kelly
Yeah.
would have been pregnant with Jag. Uh, so that was in
Yeah.
2002, and so you just decided to invite me, even though we weren't hanging out much.
Well, I was just looking at lists with friends I wanted to invite. You were like make the cut every time. But we were probably doing shit again too because of Pete or something. We were probably doing stuff again. You know what I mean? A little bit of stuff. I don't know what. Maybe that was no. I don't know. You were just
Okay,
right there on that list, man.
I do remember that now. But I remember going to that now. So that was May of 2002. Okay, so now when you got married, you had Shelby and
Avery.
Avery. So how old were they when you got married?
5 and 4.
5 and 4. Because I remember I remember a time, Kurt, did Kelly and I not come down to Bothwell uh with like
And I
Jag?
elbowed him in the head. I elbowed him in the head by accident. We were sitting on the floor with him, and I accidentally elbowed him in the head. But I don't know. I think Kelly was there, or she was in Dresden, and you just came. But I don't know. She must have been
No,
there.
I'm pretty sure, but I'm not
Yeah,
100%
Jag
sure. I'm
was in.
pretty sure
You and
that
Jag were definitely in Bothwell at our house in Bothwell.
like we might have just stopped on the way through when we were going to Dresden or something. Because I'm pretty sure
Yep,
Kel
they're
met
on the way
Julie.
back. Yeah, because I was thinking, you know what? I'm going to call Scott. Like, look, and you were probably at Johnson's millions of times that we could have, got together, but we just never did. Like, you probably came back to Chatham a lot, but anyway,
Yeah,
yeah,
a fair amount. But you know it did become like we had enough of a rat race when we were back in Dresden to kind of try and divvy up the time between two
I know
families,
it's
and
awful.
I
I
didn't really
know.
see a lot of people.
No,
You know, if I happened
no,
to
that
be
was
at
good. I like.
Johnson's, and
I think that's the only time I saw Jag was when you brought him there, and then that time at Johnson's where we were swimming. Both kids were there.
who were you
Remember
there with?
that?
Oh, okay. Huh? Who were you there with? By yourself?
Yeah, because I think I
Okay.
came after work,
Okay.
right?
Yeah, I remember because I can remember
Kids were
Jag
there. I don't think
remembered you.
Kelly was though. Huh?
I remember Jag. He remembered you, like you were probably doing the boat and the train and all that.
Well, and plus I knew his favorite player is T.J. Watt or J.J. Watt. Somehow football got brought up, and he was a Houston fan. I said your favorite player is J.J. Yeah, might remember that
There you
too.
go.
I don't know.
Yeah, I
We
do
were
remember
doing
when he was young.
we were doing the
Remembered you.
the whirlpool thing in the pool. Where you all walk in the same direction and you get the
Yeah.
stream going. We were doing that,
Yeah.
all that kind of. But
Yeah.
that was the only other time I think I seen him until we went golfing and Pete and I went there to pick you up and Jag
Where
and
were we
and
golfing?
we're home. Um, where'd we go? Don't know.
Okay. So,
Don't know, but you
A
were complaining about um dumb fuck saying how bald you are and you're not even, and he's completely bald.
oh, um,
Sorry, I swore.
Avery. Yeah, that's fine. I we slip in an F bomb. What's it matter? Uh, Avery, Shelby, Carson. Now Avery's the oldest.
No, middle. Shelby's the
Shelby's the
oldest.
oldest. Okay. And so where is Shelby now?
Montreal.
Montreal. Working?
Yes, she can work from anywhere.
Yeah. So how'd she end up in Montreal?
Yeah. She liked it. She went to school in Ottawa. I was surprised she picked that because she's not big for the cold. But so she lived in Ottawa all the time she went to school and then stayed there after because she had got a part-time job at I forget where, but it was there. And anyway, she really liked it and ended up staying there. Came back to Chatham for a bit, but then moved around city to city and then like for a month here and a month there. And then um, settled on Montreal so far.
How long she been there?
coming up on a year, I think.
Okay. So she goes from like she's in a city for a month at a time?
Well, she was going doing it in the States, right? But obviously not now. But she was going like she'd stay somewhere for a month, but you could only stay there so long. Then she kind of got kicked out, right? Like not kicked out, but had to be in Canada for a certain amount of time before she could go back. But anyway, yeah, she was just kind of a nomad. I think she had 1 month like in Nashville and then 1 month in Austin and then a month somewhere else. Yeah.
Like
So,
by yourself?
yeah. And her dogs.
And her dog, plural.
Yeah. Should I be saying
Two,
this
two.
much information?
Wow. That's a good point.
I don't,
That's a good point.
yeah, I should probably not. I don't know.
Well,
Like between you and I, if we're talking on the phone, I mean, I guess you can edit it out, just telling you for your info, but I don't know like, I don't want to give too much away. I mean, I'm sure she's kind of a bit of an influencer too, so people probably know a lot about her anyway.
she's an influencer?
Kinda. She makes,
Okay.
she sells software or something, so she does really well, but she just does some, you know, things.
It,
I don't know.
like not everything you've said is general, and you know you haven't given any addresses or her full name or anything like that. But I get it, and I appreciate that, and that's certainly something we want to think about because we don't want this to be a place that somebody could get a bunch of information for. But I mean,
Right? Exactly. Yeah. So anyway,
after
she's Montreal, Avery's in Arizona, moving soon to New York, probably, and then Carson's in Guelph and coming out here. I think she
moving
wants to
out
do
there,
she wants to do the Australian thing for a year.
like travel to Australia,
Yeah.
and so that means she's going to move to Alberta
Yeah.
and then go to Australia.
Yeah, because where's she gonna store all her stuff? Plus, she's got a vehicle she's got to bring out here, and stuff like that. She can save up some money. It'll be nice. Oh,
Yeah, awesome.
I got my first rover next Tuesday.
Okay, what do you have to do with that?
Babysit a dog at my house for 4 days.
4 days?
Yeah.
Wow, that's so you sign up and then somebody goes on the website say I need somebody to look after my dog for 4 days.
Yeah, you have
And
a
then
meet and
you
greet. Have a meet and greet to make sure my dog gets along with their dog, you know what I mean, and stuff, and what yeses and nos they have, for stuff, and if they have any, what health concerns or whatever and stuff, it's gonna be cool. He's just
what kind of dog?
11-year-old guy, huh?
Kind of dog?
Buster. He's an 11-year-old boxer bulldog or something. I met him. He's a good old boy. He just, they say he doesn't really like cold because he's short hair, so I probably don't even have to walk him. I probably will. I take Stella out at least for 15 minutes. Can't take her out much longer, kills her hips, and then she's done for 2 days. But yeah, so I'm just checking this out for something to do. It's easy. Just gotta feed him, and he just lays around, they said.
And
So,
what kind of dog is Stella?
got a lab. She was a rescue. They think Swiss Bernese and lab, but I think she's mostly lab. But she's got a white spot here on her neck, so she's not just lab.
And how long you had her?
She's about 11 years old.
You've had her. She was rescued from zero.
Yeah, like um, I think she was rescued on Christmas Eve because they called her Eve. But when we got her, she was less than a year old when we got her. Frickin',
Okay.
she was so fucking soft. It is unreal. So soft. But anyway, I'm just checking it out. We just started it. This is my first time. See if I like it. Like, I'd rather do more just dog walking or go to someone's house and frickin' change the cat litter for them or something. Like, I'd go do that too. Like, there's all
Where are the
sorts.
people from that are how far away
They
are
just
they?
live on the other side of town. They're just
Okay.
going to Manitoba or something for a few days. Yeah,
That's I I
they
I,
just
I
go.
didn't know. Is that like across Canada?
What?
Rover? Rover.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Carson was going to do it and then didn't end up doing it, but maybe because she had rear mates and stuff, but she's not home enough. But yeah, yeah. Just
Oh, right on.
start getting stars and stuff and can charge more if I want or whatever. But I'm kind of hoping I can find someone that I can swap with so that someone can watch ours when we go away. Know what I mean?
So through the platform, you might find somebody that will sit your dog while you guys go away.
Yeah, maybe.
That's cool.
Kind of switcheroo instead of pay. But you know what? I think our neighbors might. I'll have to see, which would be awesome. Because the people that used to live here had a couple dogs and they watched them. And ours, they don't even have to have them in the same house. One person could live right here because it's a duplex, right? So they could just live in our house while we're gone, watch the dogs.
What do you mean it's a duplex so they can live in your house?
Well, the neighbors are right, something like the same attached place.
Oh, oh, you're.
I
Oh,
don't
I
know.
got you. I got you.
I don't know what you call them now. Condos, duplex. I don't know what the hell is the difference between all the frickin' things they got. Semi-detached. What that like? I don't
Uh,
know.
we're
Anyway,
we're in a yeah we're in a row townhouse.
yeah. So I'm in a duplex, I guess, because it's
So there's 2 units in yours,
yeah. That's it.
and it's attached at the middle, and the outside is like my.
Yeah. Oh, what happened?
I do not know, Kirk. Hold on here.
El Gato, Mr. Roboto. Come on, come on. Should I dance to keep busy? Vogue.
That's weird. That just did that all of a sudden.
Did it cut us off?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yes.
I'm just trying to find the camera here.
I didn't touch nothing. So yeah, that's what um I do. I got to get you out here golfing though, Scotter.
Yeah, I'd love to.
Not to score, just for the views. Doesn't matter what you score.
Now, is there a golf course near you?
Oh yeah, shit tons. Well, wouldn't say shit tons, but there's one I haven't played yet that I'd like to play that's very cliffy, and it's got one of those par threes that a cliff. So I don't know, 100 yards downhill or something like yeah. And then there's one we go that's about 45 minutes away called Brewster's. It's right in the mountains. It's freaking awesome. And then in Canmore, Silvertip. I did definitely have to take you there. It's unreal.
How far is
Short,
Canmore from you?
short golf course, but beautiful. What's that?
How far is Canmore from you?
50 minutes or so.
50, 50?
5-0, yeah. 5-0, brother. Hawaii. Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. I think that's Hawaii. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, ba, da, dee, 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 ba, ba. Is that it?
Hawaii
Is that
5-0.
Hawaii 5-0?
Yeah. I don't know what's going on with this camera, Kirk.
You ugly.
That is weird.
Oh, you ugly. Broke the can. Oh, it changed.
Yeah, I turned it off.
To T. T for the Tither Man.
And it says I can't change it while it's going, so I think maybe we will
Ender?
use that. Hey?
Use that as a sign to shut her down.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Sounds
Okay,
good.
buddy. So you got
you
to
know,
think of an anchor. You got to think of an anchor for next time.
Okay. Like, do you care like about anything? Like, could we do like golf courses or something, or fast food, or like what do you want for anchors? Stuff like that, or do you want?
Yeah, well, we can golf. We can just talk about golf.
Yeah, like golf courses that like our favorites and stuff.
Okay.
But,
There you go. We got it.
So, yeah, let's think about that then.
Okay. 2 weeks. You check it out. Let me know if there's any issues with you. 2 weeks, same time.
Okay, now how do I look at this after?
I'm gonna have to get it. What I'm gonna do, okay. I gotta upload it once we stop.
Oh,
So,
okay.
but I'm gonna put it onto YouTube, so it's private. So I won't make it public yet, and you can look at it and see what it looks like.
Did you use the other one yet? Did you put it
No.
up? Oh,
No,
okay.
I haven't. This will be the first one.
Cool.
Okay, so I'm gonna stop this. So just hang on there. Don't leave yet.
All right.